Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading an Arlecchino listener by me. So let's get into it. Arlecchino found many things to be a little bit tiring in her relationship, which is why she wanted to cut the road short and pursue a relationship of a different kind. To be quite honest, she was not actually interested in one at first. But alas, she was advised to be in one, to deal with her temperament and issues. She was told that maybe having a partner would solve many of these issues, and she was just quite hesitant on that matter, but eventually conceded, deciding to try it out. After all, what was she going to lose? Absolutely nothing, except a little bit of time, and in that manner, she did lose a lot of time trying to manage her own emotions sometimes. She did seem emotionless on the outside, but that took a lot of time to maintain, and it was not something she was willing to stop. There had to be a certain air of control around her, especially for her to be the father, a responsible one, to her children. So the situation demands that she be calmer, despite the numerous events that happened that seek otherwise from her. And so, she had pursued this whole sugar mommy, or rather daddy in her case, thing. She was really unsure about it. However, it was Pantalone's suggestion. So, even though she has her own doubts, maybe it's not so terrible. Usually, he cares a lot about whether something will work or not. For someone whose main interest is Mora, so she could at least count on him for that. Not that she was particularly a fan, but when she could use him, she would. So right now, as she was meeting with her sugar baby, she was wondering how that person would be. She had never seen them, and it was him, Pantalone, who had actually filtered out through the request to pick her the most suitable one. And right now, as she sat down in a restaurant, and you came to sit down before her, she had only wondered, what brought me here? But she couldn't say those words out loud. Instead, she smiled politely and extended a hand for you to shake. Greetings. I assume you're... Yes, that's me. I'm Mayan. He must have told you my name, right? He did, I assure you. Now sit down, please. We have many terms to discuss. You felt a little bit anxious. You were not really sure what to expect. You knew it was a Fatui, but from the looks of it, this had to be a high-ranked official. And you weren't sure what to do right now. She made you nervous. She was quite a lot. And her aura itself was something that was rather unsettling. Oh well, it was too late to back out now. So you decided to start off by talking, deciding to tell her a little bit about yourself. And surprisingly, she seemed a little bit interested to listen. And so, what about you? I know you're Fatui. The person that I was actually contacting told me that much, but he didn't tell me what you do at all. I don't know a single thing about you besides your name. Interesting. And you still came here? Knowing I'm a Fatui, and a mysterious one at that. Almost like you have no self-preservation at all. It's not that. I just really needed the money. And also, it was getting kind of boring without our relationship. So, this would be interesting. I understand. Now, as to who I am, you may know me as the Knave. You know, the fourth Fatui Harbinger. You looked at her, your eyes blown wide in surprise. The what? A Harbinger? Really? And, oh Lord, I had no idea what I was getting into. I mean, you just said you're a harbinger, so why are you choosing to date me? Or anyone for that matter? I mean, you must have a lot of people to choose from. So why is this your first option? I wanted something quick and easy. I don't want to put a lot of time into getting to know someone. So perhaps a relationship like this, that was purely transactional, would offer me what I need. I see then. That's an interesting view. I suppose it fulfills what we both want and need. So, I think I have no objections. That's perfect. Alright then, you will just need to sign a few papers. As a Fontanian myself, I must care about making things as lawful as possible, and I will see to it that you have your rights completely within this relationship. I wouldn't want to take advantage of you. Sometimes when I'm left unattended, I tend to have poor self-control. So think of it as a way to keep myself in line. Now go ahead. You may read it over and sign it whenever you please. But once you do, know that your last chance to back out is gone. That's it. If you want to leave right now, you still have a choice. I'll just read it over then. Give me a couple of minutes. And so as you're at the terms and everything, it seemed pretty fair. And so you signed it, giving her a smile. I'll be delighted to be your partner, Arlecchino. And I suppose I'll be delighted to be yours as well. Why it will be an interesting thing. I can't say I've been in a relationship before, so there's a lot that I have yet to learn. I hope you will give me some grace in that aspect. Of course, it's not like I have that much experience myself. I'm still seeing things and trying to experiment. So I suppose what I mean to say is, there is no reason to be harsh on yourself. Just take your time, and I'm sure that you will learn what you want to. I'll even try to help. I can see that you would. You're an interesting person. I suppose we have a lot of differences, but that makes it all the more enjoyable to me. And so as she said that, she got up, shaking your hand, and leaving a little envelope on the table. That will be my first payment of the week, so take it and spend it as you please. Our next meeting will be a more formal one, so I want you to be ready. I suppose you know what I mean by that, she said, smiling, caressing your cheek before leaving you completely stunned. And once you looked in the envelope after she left, it was quite a hefty sum. So it was needless to say, this was about to be the most interesting experience you have in your entire life.